Oh,
Mario, I'm Mario.
hello, how are you?
Okay, good. Yesterday, you and I were the only ones that were wearing masks, the whole show.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
shame that, no, there was one more, I think.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I felt very uncomfortable.
Me too.
I mean, the people are getting sick all over the world, not only here.
I know. I mean, especially in crowded, it's so crowded like that. Okay, you go in the street, okay, you go in, even if
I
you're
never
wearing
saw it. I never saw so many people fit into that show. Never.
No, yeah.
I mean, we had crowds for the virus, but never like this.
No. There was no standing room.
Yeah?
No standing room. I mean, inside was packed. Outside in the hallway, couldn't even move in the hallway either.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, yeah. Who knows? Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When are they coming back? Tomorrow?
I assume I didn't go to the house.
Mm-hmm. Where
I probably will go on Thursday.
are
Well,
they sitting? By Mutti's house?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I
That's
guess they're
260 South Citrus.
260 South Citrus. Okay. Yeah.
It's almost between second and third.
Uh-huh. To
On
the third?
on the east side.
Yeah, east side, 260 is even. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
Terrible.
That's terrible. Really sad. How long was he sick for?
I don't know how long, but that I know, like 4 or 5 months.
Really?
But I think he was longer.
What kind of cancer did he have?
I really don't know. They mentioned the word melanoma, but melanoma is like a generic name for a
General, yeah.
very bad. But
Melanoma is usually a skin cancer type of.
but this is, I don't know if it was skin only. I don't know.
And they buried him in B'nai Brak, right? And the B'nai Brak.
Yeah.
I think with his grandfather, with his great-grandfather, Shlomi Kest, I think, is buried there. Shlomi Kest.
Oh, Mike's father?
Mike's father, yeah.
That's his grandfather.
Yeah, the boys.
Oh, great grandfather. I'm sorry.
Wait a minute, the great.
No.
Oh, the grandfather, right.
Grandfather, yeah.
Yeah, Moshe Kest. Shlomi Kest. I knew him very well. It was one of my close friends, Shlomi Kest.
Yeah?
Yeah, I knew him very well. We davened together for years. I very well. I mean, I didn't have any dealings with business, but as a friend, we were good friends. I mean, he was older than me, but He was a good, I liked him. I liked him very much. He was good. I felt he was a good friend to talk to him, so, but, from a different generation, different, he was a European. He was,
Yeah.
came over after the war. But, yeah,
Well, I admire those people,
yeah, I sure do.
they came here and they made it.
They didn't give up,
Yeah.
and they built up, not necessarily, I'm not talking about money, but they built up a family, after everything was, the sheriff's of Plato, everything was lost. And they built it back up as much as they could. Many children, yeah. And so it's really, there's nothing worse than what a man after burying his child.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello.
The extent to which you give them a full share of earnings immediately, will dilute their interest in taking the next step. But that's totally up to you.
I'm gonna get something here.
Alan, you have your radio on?
What's that?
We could start even earlier if you guys want. We could start at 6:30, whatever you guys want. Oh, is that not good, Sharad?
I can't start until 6:30.
6:30 is fine then.
6.
6:30 is fine. Let's all do it. Let's all for one and one for all. 6:30 is fine.
All right, maybe at 6:30 we can use the number you have tonight. I'll have Terry send it out just so it's on your calendars. But we'll do it tomorrow night again at 6:30.
Thank you.
Ernie?
Good evening.
Before you start,
Yes.
I will need you to host tomorrow both Furin because I won't be able to do it.
So when you say host, do I sign in as you or do I sign in as me?
What did you do last time?
I signed in as me.
I recorded, so maybe,
And you got the recording.
yep,
Well, because when I sign in and it says, oh, this is being recorded, I know I'm being recorded.
okay, all right. Then, because I wrote you in as a co-host a long time ago,
Okay, so maybe that's why it's working.
okay? But don't forget to cut it off after the.
I will cut it off. I will do the Daf Yomi at 7:30. Oh boy. You know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna have to do the Daf Yomi at 9. We'll do the
Okay.
Tsurba at 8 and the Daf Yomi at 9 o'clock.
Okay,
Okay?
all right, all right.
Susie, life is gonna have to go on and on. I have physical therapy. I have these are things that are not under my control, as you can see. Right? Okay.
The point is that we're still doing what we're doing.
And we're doing what we're doing, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, we're gonna light candles at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Have them all come at 5 o'clock.
Well, they can't get here at 5 o'clock. They can get here at 5:30.
Okay, well, from 5:30 to 6:30, we'll have a good party.
Yeah. 17.
Yud Zayin. Ala Rishoina hu Omer Misha Onas Avram. Tana Yesh Machlifin Tza'aka Eliyahu Tefillah Lishmuel. Some say that Tza'aka is in the name of Eliyahu and Tefillah is for Shmuel. Bishma Gabi Shmuel Ksiv Beit Tefillah Ksiv Beit Tza'aka. It says both. El Gabi Eliyahu Tefillah Ksiv Tza'aka Lo Ksiv. However, when it says Aneni Hashem Aneni Lashon Tza'aka Hi. That is a language of Tza'aka. Ala Shishi Su'ay Misha Anas Yona. Ala Shviu Su'ay Misha Anas David. Michte Yona Basur David Ushlomav. I mean, Yona came. Yonah came after David, not before David. My time of Magdim liberation. Why is he put in first? Yishum de boile mechtem merachim al aretz. And David HaMelech and Shlomo were on the ground, and Yonah was in the ocean. Tana mishum sumcha sanu baruch mashpil haramim. That the last bracha is Hashem saying that I'm going to lower the great ones. Shalosh taniyos harishonos anshe mishmar misani v'lo mashlimin. Torah bonim. Ibnei Mamre anshe mishmar mutar lishtos yain baleilos v'lo b'yomim. It said that the anshe mishmar could drink wine at night, but not in the day. Why? Because shamatich bada avoida al anshe beisav v'yavo v'yisayu lahem. Because these are kohanim. If the work gets great, sometimes they were called during the day. The avodah is done during the day. Therefore, they can't drink wine and help them do the avodah. Now, the Beisav itself, and the Imam Ranjay Beisav lo bayom v'lo b'layla, mibnei shein asukin tamid b'avodah, because they are doing the avodah even at night, right? They have to take the limbs at night. They have certain things at night. Any coin who knows which week his Beisav, you have to stay away from wine, because maybe we're talking about Bisman Hazeh, because maybe the Beis HaMikdash will be built, and you'll have to go back and do the Avodah. So let's say he knows what week, but not the day. Well, also Lishtos Yain Koloser Shabbos. Then he would have to stay away from wine a whole week. He doesn't know exactly, he knew he was part of the Kohanic family, but he didn't know exactly which week. Also Lishtos Yain Kol Hashana, which means Rabbi Omer Ani also Lishtos Yain La'olam. Meaning the Beis HaMikdash could be built, and basically they're saying Kohanim Bisman Hazeh shouldn't drink wine. Aval ma e'eseh shetakanto kakalto. Why should it be the Kohen's problem that the Beis HaMikdash hasn't been rebuilt? We can't be goyzer gzera on the Kohanim to such a degree that they can't drink wine. Rabbi, Kaman Shaso Edna Kohanim Chamer Rabbi. The fact that Kohanim can drink wine today, they hold like Rabbi. They're not allowed to take a haircut or to launder. However, they cover Shabbos. On Thursday, they can do it because they have to prepare for Shabbos. My time, they start their mishmar on Shabbos, or at least on Friday. So we don't want them to go into their mishmar looking bedraggled. A king takes a haircut every day. Kohen Gadol me'erev Shabbos le'erev Shabbos. Kohen Gadol once a week. Kohen Hedyot achas l'shoshim yom, every 30 days. Melech mistaper b'choyom my time on Rav Zavda Amar Kram. Melech biyofi of t'chazei. Melech has to look beautiful all the time. Kohen Gadol me'erev Shabbos le'erev Shabbos my time. Amar Shmuel bar Yitzchak. Hoyel mishmaros mischatshos. You have a new mishmeres coming in every week. So they should see the Kohen Gadol in his glory. Kohen Hedyot achas l'shoshim yom minolad. Asya pera minazir. It says the Kohen has to grow his hair like a nazir. They shouldn't shave their heads. They shouldn't grow their heads too long. By a nazir grows his hair for 30 days. Afkan by the Kohanim shloishim. Nazir gufe minan. How do we know by nazir it's 30 days? Rav Masna stam nazir shloishim yoyim. Why is stam nazir 30 days? We know him. Amar yiyah. Because begematria tlosin av yiyah begematria is 30. Because it says kadosh yiyah. Amar papa labai. Del me'achi kam rachmana. Lo lirbu klal. Maybe a Kohen shouldn't grow any of his hair. He should take a haircut every day. Amar le'iyav because of lo yishalchu pera. Don't grow your hair. Kidika amrit, it would be like you said. Hashla dechsivu pera lo yishalechu. You got to have a little pera, which is 30-day growth. Shluchi udelo l'shalchi. Yachafilo edinami. So the Gemara says, just like we said that Mikra Din, the Kohanim should not drink wine today. So maybe the Kohanim also have to take a haircut every 30 days. Dumi the Shisuya Yayin. Ma Shisuya Bisman Bia, who the Osir Shalom Bisman Bia Shari. It was only when they had the ability to go into the Beis HaMikdash. If they didn't have the opportunity, it was mutter. Avachanami. So now too, we don't have the ability to do the Beis HaMikdash. Atanya, Rabbi Yomer, we have to worry that maybe the Beis HaMikdash will be built. Seems like the Rabbanon argue with Rabbi, and they say that even Bisman Hazeh is considered Zman Bia, and they should technically not drink wine, and therefore they should take a haircut every 30 days. My time, because the Mashiach could come tomorrow and build the Beis HaMikdash tomorrow. And if we don't act this way, we're not going to have Kohanim ready to do the avodah. So the Gemara says, well, if the Kohen's hair is too long, he can go get a haircut. Even if a Kohen drank wine, after the Gani Portavayo, you could take him on a walk, which takes away the effect of wine. If a person walks a kilometer, Vishena Kol Shehu, and a little nap, Mafikin and Sayayin, so let the guys drink wine. Lav miyit maralam Rav Nachman Rav Barvu Lo Yishanu Ela B'Shashas Oshia Revius. That's only if he drank less than Revius. Aval Shasa Yosef Revius Kol Shekein Shadech Matrisoda V'Shem Ashkarto. More than a Revius you can't get rid of, because if you walk, you're going to get more drunk. So there is no solution by wine. By haircut, you can get a haircut. Now, Rav Ashi gives a different reason why we're not worried about haircuts. If a kohen does the avoda while he's drunk, he's machalal the avoda, becomes chulin. So there the Chachamim made a gzeira that bisman hazeh they shouldn't drink wine. Rebbe hold they can, but the Chachamim say no. Pruei rosh de lo machli avoda, but doing the avoda with a long hair, that doesn't machalal the avoda lo gazu b'rabbanan. Eisvei ve'elu shein b'misa. These two averas that if the Kohanim do, it's misa b'dei shamayim. Doing the avoda shesuya yayin, being drunk, upruei rosh if they have too long hair. So bishma shesuya yayin badei ksibu yayin v'sheichar al teisht. El upruei rosh binolam. Where is the lav for doing the avoda with long hair? Tichsiv v'rosham lo yigalechu ufera lo yishalechu. You shouldn't grow your hair too long. Uksiv basre v'yayin lo yishtu kol kohen. This is in Yechezkel, Bevoam Lachatzer Pnimis. The Iskish Purei Rosh is so yayin. There's a hekesh between having long hair and drinking wine. Masha su yayin b'misa, af Purei Rosh b'misa. Just like the punishment by drinking wine and doing the avodah is misa b'dei shamayim. The same din with regarding Purei Rosh. Umina, and we will continue darshaning. Well, just like doing the avodah drunk is machalo the avodah, maybe growing your hair long is the same thing. Lo, ki iskish lemisu di iskish. Avalachul avodah lo iskish. The hekish is to say that Pruei Rosh has misa b'dei shamayim, but to say it's machalo the avodah, it's not. The hekish doesn't work with it.
Yeah, but drunk is in the Beis HaMikdash. It's not b'dei shamayim. It's or is it b'dei shamayim?
Yeah, it's misa b'dei shamayim.
And it's the same thing as long hair. So both of them are the same?
Correct. But the avoda is not mechaleles with pruei rosh.
With long hair.
Amar Ravina Ravashi, Hamakami Dasi Yecheskel Man Amra. But the question is, how did they know this? This only came when Yecheskel wrote it down. Amar Leila Tamei Chadam Rav Chizda Dover Zemi Torah Moshe Lo Lamadnu Umidivrei Kabbalah Lamadnu Kol Ben Nechar Arei Lev V'Oral Basar Lo Yavol Midashil Sharseni. Says the same thing. If you're uncircumcised, you can't do the work. That wasn't written in the Torah. It was only written by Yecheskel. Ha-mekami da'asa Yecheskel manam. So who said that then before Yecheskel? Ela Gemara Gemirah. It was a Masorah. Ha-asa Yecheskel v'asmachta akra. Yecheskel leaned it on a pasuk. Ha-chanami, this din of Pruei Rosh is Chayv Nisas Gemara Gemirah. Ha-asa Yecheskel v'asmachta akra. And Ki Gemiri, when was the halacha? That's Lamisa, but Lachulei Avodah Lo Gemiri, that Masorah didn't exist, but the Chilul Avodah. Kol HaKosav Megillas Taanis Lo Lemisped Lefonav Asur La'akrav Mutter. Any day in Megillas Taanis, where it says not to do eulogies, it's prohibited to do eulogies the day before, but after the day it's permitted. Ton Rabbanan. Elaine Yoime de Lolisana, these days you shouldn't fast. Umiksasan de Lolmisped, and some of them you can't make a hesped. Mreish Yarcha de Nisa Tamne Bey, from Rosh Chodesh Nisan until the 8th, he took him to Midah de Lolmisped Behom. That's when the Korban HaTamid was established. Therefore, we don't make mispadim then. But from the 8th of Nisan until the end of the Yontif, itutuv chaga de shvuyaya de lola mispid behoim. So, and it's renewed by Chag HaShavuos. Well, the Gemara will tell us later on what is this itut of Chag HaShavuos de l'mispedon.
Is that Shlosh Shmiat Bala?
No. That's a second. Right now, from the 8th of Nisan until the end of Pesach, we're not making mesped. And then itut of Chag HaShavuos de l'misped. Then there's going to be a din around Shavuos also without hespedim. And Rashi says the Megillas Taanis will explain what that is. Now, Omar Mar, Mereish Yarcha de Nisan Atamne Bey took him to meet the Lol Misped. From the first day of Nisan until the 8th day, the Tamid was established, and therefore we're not making hespedim. So, Lamali Mereish Yarcha, let me mitrei b'Nisan. Why did we have to start from the first of Nisan? The first of Nisan is Rosh Chodesh. Rosh Chodesh Gufa Yontefu V'Asr. They should have just said from the second of Nisan. Amar Rav, Loy Nitzrachel Lesser Yom Shalafana. Because they wanted to Asr the day before Rosh Chodesh. For Shalafana Davi typically Davale Yom Shalafnei Rosh Chodesh. That's already excluded because it's the day before Rosh Chodesh. So the Gemara says no. If it wouldn't have been for this word of Chachamim, Rosh Chodesh Deraisa Lo Bar Chizuk. They don't need a chizuk because it's a Deraisa Dikidin. Only rabbinic dinim needs a chizuk. Therefore, we wouldn't have known the day before. The Tanya, Yomi Ma'ila Aksud Megillas Taanis, the days written in Megillas Taanis, which were established by the Chachamim, Lifnei Malachrei Masurim. The days before and after are Asur, in to give Hespedim. Shabbos is V'yamim Tovim, Hein Asur Lifnei Malachrei Mutarim. Shabbos and Yontif, the day themselves, you can't make a hesped. The day before, the day after, you can. What's the difference between these days that are Doraisa and the days that are Abona? That, in fact, is the difference. Halalu divrei Torah v'divrei Torah and tzrichin chizuk. Dinim midoraisa don't need chizuk. Halalu divrei soifrim. People trample on rabbinic law. V'divrei soifrim tzrichin chizuk. Amar Mar. Mitamne be'at soif moyada. Itituv chagad shvuyaya de lola mispid. Now, lama liyat sof moed. Why did you have to list it until the end of the yont? Lema adam moed. Moed good for yontav uvaser. They say up until Pesach. Why do you have to mention until the end of Pesach? On Republican Rav loy mitzracha ela le'eser yom shalafonav, because they wanted to aser the day before yontav, which normally we learn tonight is a din d'oraisa, and would not have had a prohibition the day before. By listing it in the Megillah Taanis, it would be prohibited the day before.
You mean the 13th of Nisan?
The 14th of Nisan.
The 14th of Nisan, yeah, that would be the day before. But
Correct.
we don't do anyhow. We don't make a Erev Yontif anyhow. Do we make a eulogy Erev Yontif?
From what we learned tonight,
Yeah.
the day before Rosh Chodesh or Shabbos or Yontiv, you're allowed to do eulogies because they didn't make that chizuk on dinim d'oraisa. Because people stay away, they're not only midrabanan, since they trample on it, do they aser taanis and hesped the day before. Now, Yud Daled you could ask, because Yud Daled is its own yontiv. I think the Gemara is going to deal with that coming up.
Okay, sure.